Hey guys, it's Katie. So today I wanted to review The Undomestic Goddess by Sophie Kinsella. This book is such a cute chick flick book. Sophie Kinsella also wrote Confessions of a Shopaholic, if you have seen the movie or read that book. So it's definitely along those same lines as far as it's kind of chick flicky, but it was really fun and really charming and I absolutely adored it, so let's talk about it. So for the non-spoilery section, basically the book is about a woman named Samantha who is a big shot lawyer and she makes a big mistake and she ends up getting fired. When she gets fired, she gets on this train, she lives in the UK, so she gets on this train leaving London and kind of gets drunk and she ends up at this house in the countryside and she's gonna ask them for help getting home. And they think she's there to apply as a housekeeper and she accepts the job. So that's kind of like the premise of the novel and it's just so funny and just full of shenanigans, and there's a lot of that secondary embarrassment, something embarrassing is happening to her and you're like, oh, please stop, and it is so funny and it's so great, and I blew through this book in 2 days. And so if you're really looking for a really cute, funny contemporary, you should totally pick this book up because it's great. So really that's it for my non-spoilery section. I just wanted to give you a little blurb of the book and you guys should go read it, and once you finish it you should come back and finish listening to this review, and so I'll see you then. Bye y'all. Okay, spoiler section. So the first thing I really want to talk about, I guess, is Samantha herself. I enjoyed Samantha's character a lot. She's very funny and she's very driven, and I really liked that. And so when she was getting into these situations of she didn't know how to iron, she was making plans on how to accomplish those tasks. And so I really liked how driven she was, and to go to the cooking lessons every weekend with Nathaniel's mom, and just I loved that aspect of her personality. I didn't love her necessarily, but I was definitely rooting for her, right? I wanted her to accomplish everything and become this housekeeper that she wanted to be. That being said, I really had a hard time with the fact that she was hiding everything from Nathaniel. Because I think it was something along the lines of, when you're in that situation and you don't want to burst the bubble, let reality in. And so I had a hard time with her not telling anything to Nathaniel and letting him believe that she was running away from an abusive relationship for so long. I kind of understood where she was coming from in the beginning, but she just kept going, and I thought that was kind of not the greatest. Nathaniel's character. Let's talk about Nathaniel. Nathaniel was really attractive in my mind, and he seemed like this really kind of perfect guy, which of course it's chick flicks, there has to be a perfect guy. I liked him a lot. I thought that he was really great, and he was very patient with Samantha, and I thought he was really kind, and I thought he had a lot of good things going for him. I did think his whole extreme hatred of lawyers was a bit much. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, I knew it had to be something, there had to be something like that in there, but I didn't think that made the most sense. I thought it was a little bit misplaced. That was, I guess, my one qualm with Nathaniel, but overall, I thought he was a good character. I do wish that at the end he'd fought a little bit more for keeping their relationship than he did. And the same thing goes to Samantha. I feel like she fell a little too quickly back into the whole lawyer thing. And I kind of got lost on that part too. With Guy was there convincing her to go back, and all of a sudden she was convinced. And so that, I had a hard time with that section anyways, but the ending was so cute. Oh my god, with them in the train station, and that was great. That was this very satisfying ending. So the anticipation in this book for Nathaniel to find out about her being a lawyer was great. That was the one thing I was okay with her not having told him about, because it kind of made it oh, when's he gonna know? How she's gonna tell him? How's he gonna find out? And so when it happened, it was kind of disappointing. It was disappointing in the sense that you know, he had to find out the way he did, but it made the narrative so good because you just kind of were like waiting for it. There was that point of tension throughout the novel that I thought was really interesting. So as far as like Trish goes, I thought Trish was really cute and hilarious, and I loved how she had this innocence about her. She didn't really realize anything that had to do with reality, and I thought that that was kind of charming in a way. Kind of a rich airhead, but you love her just the same. And I loved how she really did care about Samantha, even though she didn't know anything about her. She did care. And Eddie was fine. I thought he was kind of funny when he and Trish were both like equally being an airhead about something, and Samantha's just kind of like the whole education, when they were gonna like help her get her like higher education, you know, and she has a law degree, not that they knew that, but it was just, I thought that was kind of really cute and charming and sweet of them as a couple to like want to do for Samantha. They were charming even though they were super like oblivious. Samantha's family sucks. Like really, legitimately were awful. And I know that's like her mom was a barrister, like a top barrister, and so she didn't have time for her daughter, but like the fact that Samantha was gonna be a lawyer from the age 12 and like never made a mistake since then and stuff, it just seemed really intense, like as a childhood, like to have on a person. So it was fine, like when she left that situation and she was kind of learning what she was interested in and what she was good at and having this time to herself and not feeling the pressures of her family and of the world and of her workplace all on her. I thought that was kind of cool how like once she escaped that situation, she was kind of getting to know herself a little better. I'll admit, I kind of didn't love how negatively being a full-time lawyer was looked at in this book. Overall, I just thought this book was so cute, and I really just breezed through it, and it was just like a great chick flick that took a little longer than watching a chick flick to read. So I think that's really it for my review. So if you've read this book and you share any of my thoughts, or you don't share any of my thoughts, I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments down below. If you've read any of Sophie Kinsella's other books, I'd also like to hear your opinions on those. I haven't read any of your other books, so I'd kind of be interested to see which ones people really recommend. So if you have, let me know which ones you've read and if you liked them down below in the comments as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see some more of my videos, hit the subscribe button, and that's going to be it. I'll catch you later.